Welcome back everybody to FTB Regrowth. Okay, what we're looking at here is a really trapped golem. I know an episode or two ago I did say that I'd actually show you guys what I'm actually doing to automate my redstone production. Due to the fact that I do tend to go through a lot of redstone in many different things, I decided to automate that. So basically if I go to my crafting terminal and say I want redstone, that's actually quite funny. It's a elite amount of redstone essence. So if I go here and say I want to craft 256 of that, okay, so I've got the essence of redstone available. If I click start, it's going to pull that out of that system. I don't know if that's actually going to kick the golem going. Not yet. Soon, but not yet. I can never have too much redstone, so let's basically tell it to make a lot more. Say I want 512. I can do that. So that's actually going to craft 512 essence, and as you can see, the golem, he starts working. Now, there is, whoops, of course, if I get a little bit too close to the glass windows there, I do tend to pick up a little bit of essence. As you can see, the essence basically disappeared. The way we're going to do, I'll show you how I've managed to achieve that. So basically, he's just going to wait there till the crop actually comes back and continue on. So basically, I don't have to manage it. And even like, I just crafted like 800 redstone right there and then. That'll get me by until the next time that I need another, say, 1,000 essence. So how that is actually done is, of course, with Plate Energistics. This is a 32 channel cable coming from a P2P network right down the other end of... If I can just go over here, that's basically just going down and around to the main network. Alright, so it's 32 channels, more or less, probably minus a few. So with an import bus and a red ME level emitter pointed directly up at the feeder. So when we've got 1,000 essence, that redstone light would actually go on, and the golem will stop. The hopper hawk picks up all the essence, and basically is bound by that item frame with the essence in there, and that's the only thing it is going to pick up. So that's pretty cool. Not completely fail safe, because if I, for whatever reason, run out of power, basically the applied energetic system will shut off, the golem feeder will have no redstone signal to say stop, and the golem's just going to go round and round and round until that chest overflows, and there is a potential for disaster there. But I'm confident I won't ever actually get to a stage of actually needing that, because even with the small amount of generators I've got down here, only one of them is actually really doing anything. That generator's not burning anything, that generator's not burning anything. We've got backup power, no worries. And this is not doing anything, because the majority of my energy needs for the applied energistics is still coming from Britannia. So that's okay. I've got backup power should I ever need it. Cross fingers. Cross fingers. Alright, so today's episode we are going to basically go back to focusing a little bit more on blood magic. We're just basically going to finish these second tier of quests off. Right, so we're going to do this. Sometimes running around on the ground isn't your taste, a method other than flight. So air sigil. How does one make this? Air signal. Okay, it's not that hard actually. We can even do that right here. So signal, boom. Aha. We may have a little bit of problem with that. Namely, it may actually require a certain amount. Oh, it actually takes basically the next tier blood orb to make that sickle. So I've actually got to do the other quest first, which is this one here. Round we go again to make the apprentice blood orb. But to do that, I need 5,000 LP in a blood altar. 5,000. I'm pretty sure my blood altar can do that now, actually. Let's go back up and have a look at that. Blood altar, capacity of 14,000. Yep, we can do this. No worries. Oh, hang on. That's just sucking. This is another. Aha! We need an emerald. I remembered now. Okay, emerald. It's not quite the same. If you put a blood orb in the blood altar, it absorbs the blood that's there and puts it in the grand blood network. The blood network is what is required to basically fuel your items. Say your air signal, which we're going to make, or any other items that require basically LP essence to function. Alright? So that's one way to basically keep your blood network charged. Your blood network actually spans across dimensions, far distances, everything. So right, we've got our blood orb, we attach it to ourselves like that with a right click. So we should be able to complete that quest now. Detect. Yay! Awesome. So now we can do this. I think. We need an apprentice one. There we go. Maybe we can just basically put them back in there. So with this, if we take our division sickle, we've got 656 LP in the system. So if we use this, it's a lot faster travel, and we can combine that with our jetpack to basically give us hover mode. Isn't that great? So basically that little fly around cost me 400 LP. I need to put LP into my system to basically support that. Of course, I'm not going to stand or sit around and basically stick myself with a knife all the time. Whoops. Although the Elven knife does seem to, well, it gives you about 1,000 LP per, is it 1,000 or 500? It's 500. Gives you 500 LP per stick, which is not too bad. The Thorncraft one doesn't seem to, it gives you more life points, but I've got a suspicion it gives you that with the added cost of warp. I don't want this. Having warp effects is very disruptive to anything and everything that you're doing. Okay, so let's actually just clear out my inventory from last episode because I didn't do that. I might keep the sigils on me. Don't need the abacus. Right, so quest book. Okay, so I can claim my reward there. It gives me another 2 speed runes, which is actually kind of nice. We'll just pop those out. It's going to make things look very unbalanced. Actually, no, what I can do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the speed runes on the corner. Since I've got 4 of them, we'll do it that way. Speed, speed, blank, blank. Beautiful. It's all even. Ah, the OCD in me is satisfied. Okay, so the other quests. We can make the Applied Arcana. We're basically making a Thormic Slate and Botanical Slate. Botanical Slate is actually really easy to do. Let's pop down to the botanical area and let's get that done. So we need smooth stone. We'll take a stack of that. Why not? Okay, that will turn it into andesite with a catalytic converter underneath it. If we go to a regular mana pool, that'll give us the botanical slates, which you can use in place of making the first tier 1 slate. It basically just functions as that. Now, the Thormatic slate is something a little different. We're going to have to do some research on that. Again, we come back here. Grab ourselves some paper. Like this. We go back to our Thormonomicon. At least we don't get warped for this research. Boom and boom. Again, it's fairly easy, very similar to the other what was it? The I can't remember exactly what it was. The sacrificial knife, that's right. I just had a brain fart there for a second. But this one's actually not quite as complex. Oh, hang on. That goes there, and we're going to use mortise just basically to join it up. Ta-da! Easy. So, how does one make Thormic Slate? Oh dear. That means we're going to have to basically cook up some more eggs. It's not quite as cost effective as actually using the botanical ones, for example. Oh well. I need 2 pieces of thormium, I think. I'm going to take a couple stack of eggs because we're going to need more of them. I know this. Shove that in the hopper. Let us do its thing. Right, so, and there's the cat. So, Thormatic Slate. He always knows how to make an entrance. At least we only need to make 1 of these. However, the recipe will make 3. Okay, it's not that bad. It's a minor instability, should be okay. So, piece of stone. 1, 2, 3. We've got all the rest of everything, so let's set that up while that's happening. We only need 2 life essence donated by the chickens. So 1, 2, 3. Again, it's all balanced, so you don't have to have this all in the basically in the lines that of the book, but I like to do it that way because I'm just like that. Victus, let's be daring. We use exactly the amount that we need. 2. 2, 1, there we go. Oh, it's not that bad. It is a little quicker. It's stable, I can say that. It definitely is stable though. Done. Okay. Back up to the blood magic area. Oh. Let's complete our quest. And runes. Okay, so what, how... I have a bad feeling about this. So, if I click there... Indeed. Okay. Oh, great. Thormic runes, I need to research. Oh, I'm getting flux flu now. Really? This is why I love Thorncraft so much. Okay, back down to Thorncraft room. I must investigate on Warpwood. Because this is going to get annoying. Right, we're going to need... the scribing tools. We're going to need paper again. Right. Thormic rune. No added warp, so that's nice. Ooh. This one might be a little trickier. However, it's not that bad. In fact, I'm actually starting to get good at this. Whoops, that was the wrong one. There we go. And one of those for good luck. Ta-da! Easy. Right, so what do we do for this one? Okay, it's not so bad. I'm going to need a lot more life, a bit of auto. Indeed. Do I have any auto in my system? That is the really big question. Okay, so it's one of those. One of those. We've just got enough thormium ingots, thankfully. One of those. I have seen someone actually do a setup to actually automate this kind of thing. Might have to look into that, but I can't imagine myself actually doing this too much, to be quite frank. And that, so Victus we needed 7 of. Auto we need 6. That's 7. I need 6. 6, 6, 7. And we got 24 there. So 7. Come on. 6 and 7. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right, I've got all our essentials. Get the stone. Get my abacus back. Funnily enough, it's the first thing that's there. Great. So boom. Total instability of the infusion is 2. We got boosters of 6. We should be good. Beautiful. No wastage at all. Ta-da! Now the other room for the botanical ones is not that. What's the recipe for that one? Rune? Again, not hard. Easy. That one's a lot easier, actually. So now we should be able to turn that quest in. Yay! And we get more runes as a reward. So that's all tier 2 done. Fantastic. Well. Okay, so what to do now? I suppose go up to the blood magic area. We can put these things into the applied energistics because we're never going to use them ever again. The botanical slate I probably will use, actually. The reinforced slate, probably. So, next in the quest book is either giving it a glow, which we need to get the imbued slate. We're going to need to basically build the altar to tier 3, which the book is not going to tell us, I don't think. Let me think. Is there actually a book with full blood magic? I don't think so. But there are definitely many sites that will actually tell us how a tier 3 altar is actually set up. I've got a funny feeling I know. So we're going to have to dig this area out like such. And it is basically a pyramid-like shape. I think. In fact, we'll be right back, I'll double check. Well, I was quite wrong. I was. This build's gonna get bigger than I intended. Much bigger. Which is fine, I got more than enough mountain to play around with. So what's gonna have to happen is I'm gonna need to fill, whoops, don't do that. This row that I'm digging out now with basically the runes. Now, let's just check. Augmented rune. Need that plus blood orb, which I need the imbued slate for anyway. That's a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to make more of these botanical runes. I mean, we could make the blood runes themselves. which again is not hard, but making the botanical runes is actually easier and a lot swifter. So we're going to do that. And just like that, I made 35 of them, which is more than enough to get me to the next tier at the very least. So there's that, and looking over cobble. I've used cobble for just about everything else, so I might as well keep using cobble here. 6, that's not enough. We use the aligned ones. So from there, we're going to need 2 blocks up in those corners. We're going to fill this area in here with the aligned stones, just so it make it look nice. Got a bad feeling that my crafting terminal is probably going to get in the way eventually, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And we need 4 glowstone, which, funnily enough, I've got. Coincidentally. There goes one there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1, 2. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. This should now say it's a tier 3 altar. Fantastic. So, from here, we've done that, right? Now we just have to make 1 imbued slate. This is where it's going to get fun. But luckily I have the power of regeneration on my side. Oh, pardon me. So put that in there. How much blood does it need to get to the... Ooh. That's quite a lot. How much blood is that? That is 6,000 LP. Just to get 1 imbued slate. Wow. Crafting task. Oh, okay. Glowstone detection task. Manually detect. And I get 2 runes of acceleration. I don't remember what runes of acceleration do. I don't think I've ever seen runes of acceleration. Just checking. No, I've never seen these things. So these are new to me. I'm just double checking a wiki. Blood magic. Rune of acceleration. What does the rune of acceleration do in blood magic? Of course, it's a Reddit post. Documentation. Rune of acceleration makes your altar drain the buffer tank more frequently, which lets you move more fluid in and out of your altar. Aha. So, basically the blood altar here, the actual blood altar itself, with its life points, which is a liquid, is considered a tank. You can pump life point liquid out of it. The rune of acceleration will let you basically do that quicker. Okay? Okay, we could probably even do that with mechanism pipes. We could. I don't know. Let's just pop that out there. Excuse me. There's a moth on my desk now. just for looks, I suppose. But we're going to make some more of these imbued slates because I want to actually increase the current capacity of my blood altar because I'm going to need it. So we'll be right back after I've done that. Well, I've made some more slates. Unfortunately, it turns out I can't make them with an apprentice blood orb. I need the next tier, which is a magician's blood orb, which requires 25,000 life points. That's kind of difficult. And of course a block of gold, but that's not hard. Actually, keeping up with 25,000 life points is kind of a little tricky. So we can give it a go. Why not? Gold, because I do have quite a substantial health pool. And we've also got regeneration 2, which we should be able to do it. So we're going to fill this up. So that's 1,400. So I need to come up with 1,100 worth of life points at 1 heart per 500. It'll be close. It would be very close. So we'll just wait for my hearts to regenerate. I want to be basically up at full. Let's actually just double check how much nourishment I've got. 30 food points. Watch this bread disappear. Okay. So that's full. So 2 health bars, that will get me, that'll get me 5,000. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, to be quite honest. Hopefully, with the regeneration that we've got. As long as I can keep it ticking along. Every half heart, maybe. Okay, it's used it all now. I'm hoping every time it stalls, it basically hasn't... Oh, we've done it! We've done it! Whoa. That was close. It wasn't that close. It was halfway to being very close, but we've done it. We've made the Magician's Blood Orb, so now we can actually do the other or augmented capacity. Boom. Done. The only thing I'm missing is buckets. Right. That wasn't freaky at all. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to make a recipe for buckets. So between this episode and next, I'm just going to fill out this room, this altar with runes of augmented capacity, and we'll see where we go next. next time. Alright folks, if you liked the video and enjoyed the series thus far, do go ahead and click that like button for me, and of course, if you wouldn't mind, maybe just share the video around to Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. If you're new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, I do strongly suggest you do. I am, all being a hobbyist, a YouTuber, I do produce content once a day during the week with the weekends off, so that gives you a chance to catch up and me a chance to actually make videos. Alright folks, well I've been Raetac, I'll see you next time.